we wrote a film very deliberately that was very contained, that could be shot for almost no money, and so we were able to put that together. Once that was figured out, we were off to the races. Tilt is about a lot of things. It's about capitalism, maturity, pinball. It's about filmmaking. It's about Los Angeles. But more than anything, it's about Joe Burns. He's like an okay artist, and he's an above average intellect. But he's somebody who isn't as smart or as talented as he thinks he is, and the world is making him aware of that, and we're watching the sort of 2-week period in which that all catches up with him. So my co-writer Jason O'Leary and I are not natural horror guys. It's not like our go-to genre when we're going to watch a film, let alone write one. But Jason had this kind of really compelling image that came to him of the man standing over his sleeping wife, unbeknownst to her. So we set out to figure out who is this man and what's his, what is it that he's struggling with. Honestly, it came out really close to the way we conceptualized it. Jason, my co-writer, and I, we have like a really exhaustive and systematic writing process where we outline a lot and then we do a scene list, and we have a pretty clear idea of what it's going to be before we get going. Inevitably, things come up in the shoot, and then even more so in the edit. So I'd say it's probably 80% what we thought it was going to be, and then there was about 20% of it that we found in the shoot and in the post-production process. What I think that we set out to do as people who are not natural film horror film people is to make a really, really troublingly realistic horror film. It's about like a normal, handsome, kind, intelligent, even outwardly liberal in his politics guy that we all know. Like, what happens if maybe that guy isn't exactly who you think he is? Maybe he's got a few wires crossed that he's always had crossed, and what happens in the moment in his life when the pressure is slightly too much and the seals start to fail, and that's the real horror. And so with Tilt, we're trying to go after that moment, see that moment where a guy who's been able to keep it at bay and be a functional, productive member of society, the moment where it goes wrong for him. Planning, like, if you don't have resources, then probably the resource you have the most of is pre-production time. It's time once the crew's there and you've got the cameras and everything's on rental, that time is very, very expensive. But leading up to that, when it's just you and your DP, who's hopefully your like close friend, you have a lot of time to think things out and think things through and scout locations, and don't just scout them for what they look like, but scout them for what lights are there. So, minimizing all these logistical barriers, because all of that is going to translate into more shoot time for you and more takes, which is the hardest thing to get when you don't have a lot of resources. So planning is what I would say, planning.